Don't tell Josh.
Welcome everybody to Catfish Weekly, along with Chad and Josh. I'm Lyle, and boys, we got a great guest tonight. We're going to have a lot of fun and go over a bunch of stuff. But in the meantime, Chad, we got some tournament results.
We did. I lost them.
What was it you just said before the show started? What?
Hey, you just had them too.
All right. What we got here, Mr. Lyle? I just had them here. Do you know what tournament this was?
I can tell you in a moment too.
All right. This is the official finish at
Roush.
Roush, whatever. Okay.
Master bait and tackle results.
That's one of my favorite. That's one of my favorite titled
Absolutely
tournaments. Master bait and tackle. All right. We'll go with the top five like we always do here. In fifth place was Richmond and Parrish with 5 fish, 27.46 pounds. In fourth place, Wood Holding at 27.94. In third place, Corn and Sherman at 29.96. They finished in the money. In second place, Newbie and Messersmith at 30.79. And in first place, Sherman, Abbott, and Abbott. 5 fish, 40.46 pounds, and a big fish of 11.22.
Very nice.
I take it.
Gotta love those types of tournaments where they're real close together like that.
Oh, and most of them are channel cat tournaments when they're that close.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Which we dearly love.
I do like channel cats.
I do too. We got a bunch of people in chat tonight.
All right. Well, you want me to run them down real quick, or you want Josh? You want to? You want me to? I don't care.
Yeah, let me do it. I took a week off, and I could talk this week, so we're good.
Depends on your point of view, but go ahead.
Depends on
It is what it is.
Let's see. Up here at the top, we've got Catfish Hammer. We have Pontoon Jody Catfishing, Nubby's Catfishing, Outdoors in Indiana with Dave Scott, LG Bass, Mark Barnum. There's Catfish Weekly in there. Buckeye Catfishing. Catfish Weekly member Carolina Catfish. Matt from Wannabe Outdoors. Let's see. There's Mark, also channel member. Catfish and Crappie. Buckeye Catfishing. Channel member Dale Hayslip. Joe Buck 66. Fishing the Mid-South. Troy from Real and Virtual Outdoors. Catfish Weekly channel member D from Get Hooked on D Fishing. Mr. Dave Funkin here. Catfish Weekly channel member Uptown Chrissy Brown. Michelle from It's All Mine. There is Mr. Avid Fisherman. And the thing just glitched here. There we go. There is Bob from Bobcat Outdoors. Man, Bob, I hope you're doing good, buddy.
Absolutely.
Good, man. It made my night to see you come in here and chat with us. There's everybody's favorite Stokes. Miss Cindy Stokes is in here. And let's see. David Smith. The Fishing Magician 2.0.
Hey,
Hello,
welcome.
Mark. Haven't seen you in a while.
Hey, buddy. There's Brian Bugman 22.
There we go.
Brad Bex is in here. Mad Catter Catfishing in here. Donald Knight Sr. Let's see. The Itty Bitty Kitty Committee is in here.
Haven't seen him in here in a while.
No. Sean T. Outdoors, Fishing for Whiskers. Ray Smith, channel member for 27 months, says hi, everybody.
Thank you so much, Ray.
What's up, Ray?
And let's see here. Get that way.
Art.
Okay.
Trying not to miss anybody. There's Art. Art Jr., Steve Ransom. And I think that gets me down to the bottom. If I missed anybody, it was not intentional. So
Uptown Chrissy Brown, did we get her?
we did.
It's wonderful to see Bob in here after what he's been through the last couple of days. Man, we've been praying for you. Hope everything goes really well. With you being in here, that's a sign that they've already went very well. So glad to see you in here. And David Smith, welcome.
Yeah, Bobcat still needs our thoughts and prayers, though. He's in recovery now. He's went through his surgery and stuff, but let's also make sure we keep Kenneth Powell take down catfishing.
Mm-hmm.
He is still, he's still sedated and all that. So appreciate Hogleg for keeping everybody posted with what's going on with that.
And unless something has changed, fellas, Mark will not be having a catfish and crappie show tonight. He had power outages today, and the last I knew, he was still down on internet service. So if things change, I'm sure that he'll make a post in here in chat. But the last I knew, he was not having a show tonight. So bear that in mind. There's Avid. He made it in. Thank you so much. Now, let's get on with what the thing is at hand. Chad, you brought us a great guest tonight. Let's introduce him in here.
Well, several months back, it's funny because I had seen PJ's name. I knew Trophy Cat Tackles, product and stuff, but I never put two and two together. Okay, Josh is falling. Let's mute it. We're gonna mute Josh. I don't know what just happened there.
There we go.
I was like, he turned his camera off, and all of a sudden you hear him fall over. So I don't know.
Yeah, stuff was falling. So,
but anyway, what we do, trying to think, what we can do for guests or topics and stuff like that. I'm like, this is another one of those small business owners that are in the community that maybe we could have a conversation with, talk about their different products and what they do, and just get to know them a little bit. That way everybody knows them. So I did put PJ's link to his website and his Facebook group in the description, so you guys can go over and check that out. But PJ, thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Not a problem at all. I mean, normally I screen a little bit better. Just a fair warning to everybody, he is from the wrong side of the river. He's from Ohio. But,
don't tell people that, man. I don't claim Ohio.
There we go. Okay, fair enough.
That's why I like you. Anyway, so tell us a little bit about your business, and then we'll get into your backstory a little bit. So tell us about Trophy Cat Tackle.
We're just a small online shop, man, that we started back in March of 2020, right as COVID hit everything, and just kind of wanted to, I've been fishing my whole life, but I just kind of wanted to do my own thing, kind of make my own stuff, put my own stuff out there, and we started doing that. Got a few guys on the team that kind of helped me with that. We got a lot of guys on the team now that help out, but we're just, we're just trying to make our mark and help some people along the way. We do a lot of benefit work with a lot of the tournament trails that are doing benefits and stuff. So we work a lot with Joey Middleton, BKPC Nation. Brent Jones has an event every year that we do some stuff with, and we're just trying to get out there and help some people, help get people fishing. A lot of stuff for youth, but that's what we're all about.
Well, I was going to touch base on that too. BK, I can never remember. BK PC. Yeah. Tell us a little bit more about, because I see you have a lot of dealings with that. So what is that exactly?
Joey Middleton runs BKPC. He started that as like a benefit trail, helping out the little guy, that might not get as much attention as some of the guys that can fish every day, all day, So what he's doing is he tries to do a tournament trail every year and at every event benefits a family in need. So we've been working with him since the beginning. He supports us. We support him. He's actually on my pro staff team too now, but he's a good guy, man. He really is out there trying to help people. So that's the kind of people we want to hook up with.
Did you say something, Lyle?
No.
Oh, because you're doing that.
It looked like you did.
I was going to say, it looked like you did, and nothing came out.
Absolutely. That's the kind of people you want to hook up with for sure.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit more. Like, so obviously I put the trophy cat tackle rod on there, and you have a couple different ones. But tell us about your product line.
Yeah, we got all the basic terminal tackle. We just redesigned all our rods, me and the team guys. All the colors. We changed up our blank a little bit, but we're just always striving to try to make our products better. We do S-glass blanks. We got some composite blanks, but yeah, we're just always trying to step everything up and make it a little bit better. We got 5 different color options and a bumping rod now, so we're always adding new stuff. We got more rods coming as far as spinning, color options, bait rods, tiny rod. We got all kinds of stuff going on.
So you're starting to branch out a little bit more now.
Yeah, we're growing quickly this year, and it's kind of hard to grasp, but it's good and it's bad at the same time. So we can't keep product in house.
That's what I was going to ask. Because I'm sure you said you started in 2020. How challenging it has been year by year with your keeping your inventory in stock and all that sort of thing.
That's the hardest thing we have to deal with is getting stuff in and keeping it on hand. It's just shipping's crazy. It takes forever, but I mean we're doing pretty good right now with it. Just rods is mainly the hardest thing for us to keep in stock. But right now, everything else is pretty easy. 2020 that was rough. Trying to.
I was gonna say you started your business right at the start of COVID. So
yeah, so that was. I feel like since we made it through that, I think we're going to be all right. So yeah.
Yeah, if you can make it through Joe Biden economy, you're gold.
Yeah.
We almost made it 15 minutes, Josh.
He's not wrong, though.
He's not.
He's not wrong.
Oh Lord! Uh-oh, you peaked Bobcat. Somebody peaked Bobcat.
Someone said Bobcat. Oh yeah.
Yeah, we just dropped our bumping rod a few weeks ago, and it's getting a lot of attention, so that's good.
I really screwed the pooch when them bumping rods come out. I was the first guy to build a catfish specific bumper rod. I should have patented them.
Yeah, everybody's doing it now.
Everybody's doing it now. Nobody's done it like I do it, but there's some great bumping rods on the market.
Yep. Yeah, there's a lot of great rods out on the market.
Yep.
Yeah, you definitely could have seen that there's certain people in the community, especially that have taken to bumping. There's a couple I see in here. Bumping Mike Greenwell.
I was going to say Greenwell's in there.
Bobcat.
Bob, yeah.
Danny Stowe. Oh wait, he just bumps his head a lot. Never mind.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Anyway, I had something I was going to ask you there, PJ, and I forgot what it was. So I guess let's go back. You said you've been fishing all your life. What kind of fishing did you do before you started your business? I mean, tournament fishing, fun fishing, what?
I started out just bank fishing as a kid with the family, and always been for catfish. Me and my daughter will bass fish a little bit from time to time. I haven't done much of it this year, but yeah, I've always mainly been bank fishing, and then I tournament fished for a few years with a buddy of mine, and I just wasn't too much into that scene. I just want to fish and have fun. I don't like the pressure and all the BS that follows the tournament scene, really. Yeah, not all of them have drama, but a lot of them have it, and I just don't want to be around it.
Luckily, the ones that I fished around here, I never dealt with any of the drama around them. But it was typically 10, 15, maybe 20 boats at a time, and they weren't too bad. I've gotten out of it the last year and a half, but
would you like me to share some things with you about that? Okay.
I never personally was involved in any of it. Never had any problems. I just heard a bunch of stuff, and I just wanted to get away from
You
it.
don't have to be. They'll drag you into it whether you like it or not if you're not careful.
Yeah. I fish to relax. I don't fish, to bring on more stress.
That's good though, because that's what the fun part of it is. When you start being competitive angler, it's more of a job than you can ever imagine.
Yeah.
Art wants to know if you're thinking about making a 10 or 12-foot rod.
I had one. I didn't really like the action of it too much, so I pulled it, and then we're going to redesign all of it. So it's coming back. It's just going to be a minute. I don't like to put stuff out there. If I won't use it, I ain't going to put it out there for anybody else. So.
Let's see. So you do, or so is that just your what do they call it? Test blank that you're looking at, and then are you going to try to make changes to it and come out later, or what?
Yeah, I had some testing rods come in that I wanted to do, and I mean there was no issues with them. It just wasn't what I was looking for as far as the action and all that. So it's going to get redone, and then I'll get more testing rods in, and we'll beat them up, and and then we'll go from there.
All righty.
What all goes into your testing process when you get a new blank in?
I get them out to the team guys and those guys because I love to fish, but I really don't have much time to fish anymore with everything else. So I get it out to those guys, and those guys put it through the ringer, tow their boats around on snags, and catch big monster fish that I don't get a chance to catch, and see what happens with them. Try to break them.
You can't beat real world testing.
No.
No, I think you got to have it, especially in this market.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because I think we've seen one little thing, and it's especially nowadays, this social media and stuff like that. It only takes one little whatever to put out there that people want to start trying to bash and yada yada.
I think everybody's going to end up having issues at some point.
Yeah.
There's only so much quality control we can do since none of us are really building them. It's just going to be about how you handle the issue when it arises. Customer service is what's going to keep people coming back, whether stuff breaks or you just got to handle the problem the right way.
I mean, you got to figure we're all cat fishermen. We're all terrible to our equipment. Right or wrong, we're all hard on our equipment. You throw yours in the water, you don't count.
Cat guys and gals are the hardest on equipment of any on the market.
Mm-hmm.
They don't take care of stuff at all. You get a pan fisher or a fly rod guy, they take care of their stuff.
Oh yeah,
it's really nice. Bass guys are a lot better at it too. Crappie anglers, but cat guys, they just throw them in there.
Yeah, we just throw it and go.
They don't blow out of the boat.
Well, I can tell you, I can already tell that I take way better care of my fly rod that I paid like $60 for than I did my more expensive catfish rods. So, PJ,
no sense.
Josh made a good point. So I got a question for you about your rods. Do they float? I'm asking for a friend.
That's probably the only thing we haven't tested. To be honest, I can't really tell you if they do or not.
I know a guy that put them to the test.
I have one in there that the wife won. It has not actually. It's still sitting in there. Has not been used because we already have like 30 rods we take every time. Maybe I'll take that with me this weekend and I'll put that to the test and I'll give you that feedback.
Yeah, let me know. It might have to be something that we start testing.
Hey, it's a common problem. I get made fun of a lot because of one rod that slipped out of my hand because when I casted, the hook got caught on another pole and it jerked the rod out of my hand and went flying in the river. But other people do it and nobody bats an eye. Other people drop a phone in the water, PJ, and nobody bats an eye.
I got mine back.
It was in 2 feet of water, not friggin' 30, 40 feet where mine was. Like, literally, he could see it and wouldn't reach down and get it. He came back a week later just to prove a point. He did.
I don't think
I've
that's
been lucky so far.
I don't think
haven't
that's the
gotten-
way. I don't remember that being that way, but
Okay.
oh no.
PJ, did they warn you of the amount of BS that goes through this show?
I've watched the show.
Oh, okay, so you're aware. Okay,
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
want to make sure.
PJ sits back and like after I asked him, he's like, "The hell am I got myself into?"
Oh yeah.
Well, if you guys don't know, I get real nervous in front of the camera. So I'm glad I'm on with you guys because you guys get cut up and you'll make it easier for me.
Oh, absolutely.
That's what we try to do. So
We're going to have a
Start giving
good
me a hard
time.
and then
We're going to have a good time. It may be at Chad's expense, but we're going to have a good time.
I mean, honestly, it's just having a conversation. Don't lighten up a little bit. None of these people are scary except for maybe Jody when she's making food. She obviously hasn't watched Mr. Mike Chavez's channel very much to learn how to cook, but it's okay. We're all fun. It's all fun and games, and until one of us puts a rod tip in the other person's eye or something, I don't know. We just like to have fun. It's okay.
oh yeah.
Ain't nothing to be stressed about. The only thing I stress about is not knowing what to ask. Now I'm panicking, PJ.
Well, what I stress about is not knowing what you're going to ask.
Well, we should have some questions. Get Matt off this stream.
How did he get up there? Must
I
have
don't
been.
know.
I don't know who's giving Matt the time of day. Matt came in here like a little puppy looking for a begging strip. Oh my God, it's my buddy PJ.
He told me he was going to be in here. I figured more of the guys would be in here giving me a hard time.
I know, right?
Surprised or not. Maurice Cason, welcome, buddy.
I haven't seen
Maurice.
anybody yet.
Wild Turkey's in here. I should know that guy, but I got to tell you, I love that name.
Who was it? Wild Turkey?
Wild Turkey.
Wild turkey.
I don't even want to talk about the Wild Turkey bottle that I never even got a drink out of, but that's okay.
It was sure tasty. Speaking, I would like to interrupt where we're at in this show for just a moment. Now,
Okay.
Chad, when you was here, you read a thank you note. that a guy sent.
Say that one more time.
You read the thank you note and the card that a guy sent.
I did.
Yeah, very nice.
Remember, we both held each other and cried.
I don't remember that.
It was beautiful. Well, you had a lot of wild turkey that night. I didn't have any, but that's okay.
The gentleman's name was Harold. He recommended a place for Cindy and I to go eat over on Palm de Terre Lake. And Harold never sent his last name or anything like that, just Harold, and he watches both our shows. Harold, you was right about that place. I kind of like good places to eat, and it was awesome. We went over to Palm de Terre, and Josh, next time you come over, we now have a new place to go.
Nice.
Yeah, it was really good. I don't remember what I had, but they have regular food or normal American style food, and then they have Mexican stuff.
You got my attention.
I'm telling you, it's a fabulous place to eat. And Harold, at some point, I would appreciate it if you would let me know what your last name is, because I understand you was doing something nice for us, and man, we really appreciate it. But a place like that, I actually asked for the owner's name and told him about how this happened and why we was there, and that we would talk about it on our show. And the name of it is Pomme de Terre de Ritz, or I think that's how you pronounce it. It's right by the dam at Pomme de Terre Lake. And if you're in that area, you need to jump over in there and check that place out. It's got a full bar and TVs, watch the stock car races and stuff, but it is amazing. So thanks a bunch, Harold.
Yeah, that's awesome. And by the way, I got to say one more thing is I want to wish you and Cindy a happiest of 46th anniversary that you guys
Thank
just
you.
celebrated. That is an amazing feat that any woman could put up with you for that freaking long.
I agree. I agree 100%.
Bravo, Mama Cindy. Bravo.
The woman is a saint.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Makes great cinnamon rolls too.
Oh, yeah, she does.
Yeah, I haven't had any in a while, but that's okay. You know, I
You
don't
know,
really need them.
I thought I was promised some cinnamon rolls when I was out visiting, but I never got any of those.
Last time you tried to steal them, that's why you don't get any anymore.
I think a lot of the reason of that is because she had a little accident and didn't make it. Satin C1.
Hey,
Glad to
Lyle,
see
just
you in
checking
here.
in.
Satin C1.
But yeah, 46 years is a long time to spend without getting shot, killed, beat. She left me in the car one night, and I woke up 4 o'clock in the morning and walked in the house, and she wasn't in bed. I thought I'd left her somewhere, and she was in bed with our daughter. She was just a baby, and she was really mad at me that night. The dog bit me 4 or 5 times. This was many, many years ago, 40 years ago probably. And she could have killed me that night. I'm surprised she didn't. Another guy tried to. It was the good old days, but they're long gone.
Lord have mercy. Catfish Hammer says, my wife won a fishing rod and reel from PJ, and I was one of his first customers.
I'm not sure what his real name is. It might be Daryl Jones.
You know, I don't know his name either.
I don't remember.
Chris, I was not 50 years old when we got married.
Matt got in here making fun of my hair a minute ago. That's why I was kind of snickering, messing with my hair. That guy.
Well, I'm pretty sure all three of us are jealous of the hair on you guys.
We are. Absolutely. Oh, here's what I had.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, and it was awesome. It really was.
Rancho grilled ribeye steak, seasoned shrimp.
Oh, you gotta have shrimp.
That does sound good. Yeah, I got a bag of shrimp that I just bought yesterday, Lyle, that I am going to test out in my new fryer.
Yeah.
I made shrimp tonight. That's what we had for dinner. So.
You guys are dead to me.
Come out. I'll make shrimp when you come out here, too.
We'll do that one of these days. So, PJ, have you got any advancements that you're looking forward to of growing your business that you can tell us about?
I mean, we're working on our own, we work on our own hook measurements and stuff. We got a couple rod ideas that we're working on. My next big goal is to get a building, for all of this, because we've outgrown the space we're in.
Wow.
I think that's still a little ways off, but we'll get there. But yeah, we try to come up with all our own everything, and that's real hard in this industry because somebody's already done all of it. But
no, but I have some ideas. If you're interested in, contact me sometime, and I'll help you out with them.
All right.
There's other people I will not share them with anymore. And some of them that I've shared them with done really well. So
I was like, me and Josh, he doesn't share most of them.
He don't tell us nothing no more.
I give them to you guys.
But one of the nice things, though, that, in my opinion, and maybe I'm right or wrong, but with so many, when I first entered this scene, there was only a couple, a couple online shops or anything like that. Now it seems like a lot more are coming around. But your basics seem to be already established to what I think a lot of people are starting with. You're like you just said, you do a lot of terminal tackle, the terminal tackle boxes and stuff like that, hooks, sinker slides, what have you. So I think, that's
we started doing the tackle boxes from day one, 2020. I mean, that was one of our first giveaways. But it takes all the thinking out of it for everybody. you know, it's for especially for new people coming in. I think catfishing kind of, you know, took off during COVID, and people were kind
Yeah.
of wondering what to do. And the boxes kind of people, you know, they didn't really have to think about it. They seen the box that they thought they needed, they grabbed it, and everything was in there ready to go. You know, you go to the water with a rod in one box and a rod holder, and you're good.
That's a pretty neat concept right there.
That was one of the things I was going to ask you about. I mean, there is, you know, once you get involved in catfishing, we're all gear junkies. I mean, we're all going to come up. We've got every other brand of hook. We've got every other brand of anything we get our hands on. Now we have our favorites, but here or there.
Not me.
Oh wow! But for somebody that was new coming in catfishing, you know, what would you recommend them to start out with?
I mean, I'd go as far as like rigs and tackle and
Terminal tackle or something, so they're not, you know, going out and buying everything. You know, what would get them? What do you think would be of your products would get them the most success, bang for the buck? I guess.
I mean, if it was me, I would get the Santee Cooper rig box, and you know, you got floats. Maybe add some kitty calls or demon dragons to your box, and then you know, start there. I mean, it keeps the baits out of the mud, and you know, you can catch about anything on it. So that's where I would start. I mean, I got
kitty call.
Huh?
What's a kitty call?
It's like a demon dragon type rattle, really super loud.
I need to see one.
Got some right here.
Look at that.
Thank you, Freddie. Thank you so much, buddy.
Thank you, Freddie.
Wow,
That
they're
is-
loud.
Yeah, they've been tested on the dB meters and stuff like that. They're pretty much the loudest ones out on the market right now.
Wow,
Yeah.
I'm impressed. That's something new. That's something that everybody can't say. They
Yeah,
can't
well-
say that they got the most noise.
Mhm.
There's a you guys know Jeremy Gregg
Mm-mm.
from Wicked Outdoor Adventures.
Oh
This-
yeah.
Yeah, he actually tested every brand on the market, and he did a video about it, and these were the loudest ones out. So
And what do you call them? Kitty claws?
yeah, kitty call.
Kitty call. K
Yeah.
or yeah, K. God, I'm from Kentucky. KALL.
You are from Kentucky.
Oh my lord. have
Oh,
mercy.
wow.
Shut up. I'm ready. I need a nap. I'm just gonna shut up and let you guys finish this show.
Oh wow!
Wow. Anyway.
He ate your shrimp. That's so sad. I'm so sad.
What happened?
Somebody ate my shrimp at Tom and Michelle's.
Oh, I guarantee you I know who ate that.
Yeah.
Well, I know who did it. It wasn't me. That's too bad.
It is too bad. So we talked about you're redesigning your rods. You're looking at a like a 12-foot bank rod that you're designing. What else is coming? 'Cause I was looking on your site. You've got more than just terminal tackle. I know you sell multi bars and stuff like that.
We got Smackdown Monster, Takedown Rod Holders. That dude, he's a really good guy. If you guys are looking for somebody to have on your show, you can get a hold of Austin from Takedown. That dude, he hustles, and he's a really good kid. We got Dirty South, Tyron Craig are awesome. We have the Blue River Carp. Nick, I don't know if you guys have talked to him. He's a good guy.
I've talked to him actually, talked to them at CatCon, but that's as far as I've gotten.
Yeah, I seen him this weekend. We were in Pigeon Forge for that show. He was down there. He's a really good guy. We got Takedown Dragon Weights. I don't know if you guys have seen that guy out there yet or not, but he's got a really
Which one?
good project. Takedown Dragon Weights. Ben Abbott.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of new to the scene, but he's got a really nice product. I like to work with the new up and coming companies. Dirty South's not new and up and coming, but as far as like the Blue River guy, Takedown Rod Holders, the Takedown Dragon Weight guy, I like to work with those guys and everybody grow together.
Yep. Was it?
But as far as us, I ain't really got anything too big in the works except for more rods.
Well, here's another suggestion. Mr. Maurice says 9-foot bank rods would also be perfect.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've had a couple people say that.
I like it. PJ sells rod leashes too, Chad.
Oh yeah, I do have all that stuff.
Well,
You
Chad,
know you're riding the water.
PJ, don't smile and smirk because you're just going to you're going to keep them coming. They're not going to stop.
We got a guy on our team, Chris Rombach. I got to see Dieter this weekend too.
Welcome,
First time
Dieter.
getting to talk to him. He used kitty calls on his channel for a while. Last year I think it was. But we got a guy on our team, Chris Rombach. He's a kayak guy. He flipped his kayak and lost all his rods and reels. And so the guys on the team hammer him about getting rod leashes.
So you're saying that he lost more than one rod?
He probably won't be too happy with me putting that out there for everybody to hear.
I'm just saying. So you're telling me that there was somebody that lost more than one rod. We need his name again.
I told you once.
Can somebody put that in chat? We need to broadcast that's the ultimate rod loser.
Well, we know what Chad's going to be trying to do this weekend. He's going to try to break the record.
That's probably right. Nubby says, does he sell phone leashes?
Shut up, Nubby.
If he does not have phone leashes, Josh has a video out about them.
I have the trolling motor remote leash, the small one. It's like 12 inches. It'll work for a cell phone.
Hey, heck yeah! I'll have to go check them out. I can see Christmas presents in the making.
You're starting to show your other side of the riverness, PJ.
Sorry.
I'm here. I'm trying to support, Trophy Cat Tackle, help push their name even further into the limelight, because that's what I do, PJ. I mean, I'm going to take you to like the upper echelons here. I mean, I've already done it for so many on YouTube.
See, but I wasn't giving you a hard time. I said there was somebody out there that's lost more than you.
Yeah, you better start backtracking now.
Satin C is Ted Elberger.
Oh, okay, it's Ted. Hey, Ted.
Glad to see you, Ted. We got a show coming up with Ted. We'll talk about it a little bit later, which is going to be a great show. I can't wait for that one.
Ted has never done a bad show.
Not that I'm aware of.
No.
But his best shows, PJ, have been when he was on here with us and me. Mostly me. Just throwing that out there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I mean, look, by this time tomorrow morning, you're going to have probably so many sales by people going to the description of this here live and saying, click on trophycattackle.com, and they're going to be placing probably just tons and tons of order. You're probably going to pay cash for your new building. I'm just saying.
I hope that's the case.
Look, you made me forget to take my daggone lid off. I spelled call with a K. I'm winning.
Yeah.
I'm batting 1,000 here tonight.
Yeah, we don't do K for the call.
I said it because I thought you were doing something cool.
And Matt's got PJ's link there in chat.
Anyway, James has lost 3 phones in the water. Quit picking on Chad for tonight anyway. That's right. Hey, cool catfishing.
3 phones. Wow.
That would get expensive.
Yeah. Is she talking about your brother James? Or a different James?
I don't know. No, cool cat. He said
okay.
a week or 2 ago when he's on the bait shop that he had lost 3 of them in the river.
As I was getting ready to say, I'm pretty sure Katie would have cut James Dockery off after 2. Oh, yeah, it was. And your point. That's funny.
Yeah, Yeah. So all right. So what else you got here, PJ, that you want to share with the folks? Any top secret information?
I don't do that no more, man. This this industry
Nothing.
is rough. If you put out too much information, you won't get it out there before anybody else.
Yeah, you got a good point
Yeah,
there.
it's very true.
That's one of the things I talk to people all the time that are, like I talked to a couple guys at the show this weekend that want to work with a rod company um, for their benefits, and I was like, don't tell anybody anything about the rod until you are for sure who you're working with, and it's a 100% thing, because as soon as you do, it'll end up in somebody's shop, and you won't be any part of it. So you got to be careful.
Good points. Good points.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go back to, because like I said, you talked about it early about you doing like benefits and helping different stuff out, and I can't thank you enough, for the fish-a-thon that we did over on my channel back in April. You didn't know me from Jack back then, and you were like, here, you do this, you can do this. Matt was messaging me. Matt was helping do this and that. And we raised over $2,000 that weekend that we did that tournament, and you doing the giveaways and stuff helped, and I do appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
But tell us a little bit more. We talked about BKPC, if I said that right. What else did you say as far as stuff that you do, as far as the kind of the charity type work?
One of my team guys, Brent Jones and Carolyn Jones, I'm not sure if you guys know them or not, but they do a benefit every year around September. One's coming up here soon, September 16th. But it's the same thing. They pick a family that needs some help and do a show or do a tournament, and then all the money goes to the family. So it's that's the stuff that I want to be a part of. There's people out there that need help, and if the catfish community could stop fighting over rods, we could do a lot of good for a lot of people. So,
My rod's better than your rod.
I mean, it might be. It's all preference, though, man.
Whoa.
Sorry, my bad. Anyway, leave it to these guys. I'm just done. Everything I say is wrong.
God, nothing to do with him.
No, but that really is cool that you're getting involved in that and trying to push the right stuff, push the good stuff, and trying to make a difference. So,
That's 100% correct.
My whole team's the same way. If they know of a benefit that needs some help, they reach out and we do it together. I work with I've worked with a lot of different companies in the industry to do this stuff. I've worked with I've worked with different rod companies. I've worked with different hook companies. I don't care who you are. If we're doing something for somebody to help somebody, I don't care. We'll work together. I don't take part in any of that stuff. So it's that's the way we feel about it. We work together, more people get help.
100%. Dave Funk would like to know, what part of Ohio are you from?
I'm from Hamilton. I'm just north of Cincinnati, about a half hour or so.
Okay.
either way, he's on the wrong side of the river, but that's okay. We're not holding that against him tonight. He's a good guy.
Yeah, well,
I'm originally from Alabama, and then I got drug up here by my family. So
I would say you're probably better off. But that's just me, because I know how hot it is in Alabama.
I can handle the heat. I can't handle these winters.
Oh,
I hate winter.
I don't like either one of them anymore. Winter used to be my favorite time of year, but I can't deal with it anymore. And this heat, these 100-degree days just been killer on me this year.
Hey, Pablo Fishing Game coming in tonight from Argentina.
That is awesome to see him in here.
I mean, look, PJ, I've already taken you international. Now you're looking at people from Argentina, probably going to jump on to trophycattackle.com and buy something. I'm just
Let's
saying.
hope so.
Yeah.
Just so you know,
That'd be
international shipping is expensive.
Yeah,
That's what I do for a living.
we haven't done any of that yet. So
Not a single out of the continental U.S. purchases yet from Trophy Cat Tackle?
Nope. I've talked to some people in Canada, but we haven't really went outside. It's too expensive to ship a fishing rod to overseas, man.
Oh wow, I couldn't even
Yeah.
imagine how much I'd run.
You
It
know,
costs-
unless they're military.
Yeah.
If they're military, you get a bargain on shipping. The post office. I sent a guy a rod in Korea one time, and it cost a lot more for him to bring it home when he came home than it did for me to ship it over to him.
Really
Huh.
Yeah.
crazy.
Donald, not like to know if you had a brick and mortar store or if you're doing only online sales.
Right now, it's all online. We're working towards that that brick and mortar store, but we're just not quite there yet.
Online's where it's at anymore, anyway. I mean, it really is.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, unless you live local, then I can hit PJ up. He's only half hour, 45 minutes from me, so
I'm not that far from you.
Really?
And
Yeah.
Not Marine has, Not Marine, right?
yeah, we drove down there the other day, and I had to make my wife look at boats that I can't buy still. Wife, yeah.
Not Marine
No, no.
has the Trophy Cat line in there. So
Trophy Cat line. I didn't even
well,
notice
not fishing line, the Trophy Cat product line.
the
So they
product.
have
I
all
was
our
like,
tack
where,
and
okay.
everything.
I was gonna say I didn't see no
We
line.
That's one thing we are working on right now is our own fishing line, but we haven't torture tested it enough to put it out there.
Good deal. Yeah, Not Marine is only probably about 20, 25 minutes down from our house, so
Yeah, they're good people.
depending on traffic. Yeah, Charlie and them, they seem good. They're honest to me. They're pretty.
You got to
pretty
watch out
forward.
for old Joey. He'll salesman you in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, well, I think if they wanted to, all they got to do is have Cookie talk to you, and that sweet lady, she'd have your pocketbook out ready to make the payment. So
I mean, I almost bought Joey's boat before we left CatCon this year because he wouldn't stop talking, and my wife was on board with it. So I barely made it out of there.
Do you sell cast nets?
No cast nets.
Okay, somebody was asking about cast nets. Well, it'd be a good time to get a gig in for you.
thank you, Matt. I was going to say, also, like I said, the link was also in the description. So Justin Fishing said it's still in Pigeon. He's still in Pigeon Forge. I thought about driving down there this past weekend, but it just didn't make sense to me to drive 4.5, 5 hours to turn around and drive right back because we couldn't take off Friday.
Welcome, Justin.
So
Lonnie Sheets, welcome.
all right. Well, what else you got? You guys got any questions for PJ? Are we missing any? Because I know these guys can't read. So unless it's something about food or about me, these guys can't read the chat. So
I was just looking at the chat. There we go. Now it's so much better right there.
Sometimes you just got to.
You just got to kick him for a little while. I mean,
get his attention, settle him down. I didn't realize that you two live so close together.
I didn't either.
That could be really dangerous.
When we did the fish-a-thon, and Matt started it out donating some stuff from Trophy Cat Tackle, and then I got to talk to PJ afterwards. And I was like, "Holy cow! I didn't know you were from just over there around Cincinnati." I was like, "You're close." I said, "We need to be like new best friends." Because it was right at that time, it was right after CatCon. My buddy Dave from Chubby Fish had decided at CatCon he was done. So I was at the time I'm sitting there going, well, I don't know where I'm going to get all my stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong, I still am trying to finish off the tackle that I got from Dave, but I was like, I'm going to have to find
lose so much, you wouldn't have to worry about it so much.
Yeah. Dave's a good guy. I've known Dave for a while.
Yeah. I like Dave a lot. Dave's a good guy. So
Yeah, I bought from Dave before I started Trophy Cat.
Yeah.
So, and then one of the reasons I started Trophy Cat was because I went to Dave's website one time to buy some stuff, and it said that it was down for new owner or something.
yeah.
I'm like, man, what am I going to do now?
Well, yeah, when Brian sold that to him, that was when COVID hit, and trying to get the stuff over from overseas and stuff, trying to get all of his product in, he couldn't keep it up. And he was selling it to everybody at the tournament and stuff so fast that he never could even get the website going. So he just gave up on that.
Yep, I think somebody asked questions about 2X shirts. There should still be some 2X shirts on the website. I'll check after this is over, and then but there should be some red, blue, and gray 2X shirts on the website. The black shirt's discontinued. It's not coming back. So there's only 4X left in those.
So another question on there. Oh, there it is. Freddie, FOA Customs and Gear.
Yeah.
Have you sold any spooks to bass fishermen because of the colors? We sold a ton to them this past weekend. Never thought about that.
I haven't sold them to bass fishermen. I got a couple buddies that are bass fishermen, fish some tournaments, and I gave them some. They've had pretty good luck with them. But as far as I know, I haven't.
Yeah, that's nice when they're coming to us to start buying their fish.
I know, right? I mean, they all come about when somebody took the hooks off his air spook, but it's neat to see it come full circle. So
now we obviously you sell the kitty call.
Kitty call. Yep.
Kitty call.
Not with a K, with a C. Just so everybody knows that.
Come on, Chad.
But do you sell the foam peg floats too, or?
Yeah, I have all anything you need to catfish. I have it all. We do have 5-inch kitty calls coming. Actually, my painter just messaged me and said they're painting them and they're shipping them this week, so they'll be here soon.
Nice.
What's the biggest foam float they make?
The biggest one I have is I only have 2.5-inch in stock. I know they make 3. I'm not.
I was gonna say.
But are they big around? The 2.5s are real big around. The 3s are real skinny around.
Well, you got a cigar peg float that's skinny and 2.5 inches long, and then the oval one is 2.5 inches long and fatter around too.
I would like to have them in 3-inch.
Yeah.
I want them to float a piece of skipjack this big.
Check Tackle Bandit. I think they have them.
I didn't know.
Ones I got are. Huh?
I didn't know Nate had anything bigger than 2.5 inch.
He might not. But the biggest ones I got are 2.5.
I can't find anybody any bigger than that. If I'm going to the river and I'm going to be skipjacking, I got to put 2 of them on there to float the baits up that I want to float.
Yeah.
Because
that's the problem with a lot of the kitty calls and all the stuff like that is they can't support those big baits like what a bunch of guys are wanting to use, especially wintertime, big baits, big fish. So
looks like Mark's offering to buy you some of those, Lyle.
He heard he's seen it.
I answered him with a big no. We're going to be buying anything. We'll be using Mark's credit card.
That's how I understood it. It looked like Mark was offering to buy those.
Well, yeah, if that's a whole different situation, we can do it then.
Yeah.
That's the way it's looking.
Yeah.
Mark would be like, I liked them so much, I bought the company.
You can do that with that Mark Prisma's money.
That's right.
All right. Let's see. They're all just yapping in here now.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anything else you guys want to talk about? We got about 5 minutes left.
We got a bragging board to show off here this week.
Let's do the
we did
bragging
not
board.
have one last week.
Matt says, talk about your spacers.
talk about your spacers,
I don't know what
PJ.
a spacer is.
I got shims that I made. I gotta find them. I moved everything down here.
Oh, I know what Matt's talking about now. I saw those on the website earlier. Those were cool.
Yeah.
So a lot of the reel seats have issues with
Yeah.
some of the abus spinning sideways or loosening, and I made this little shim, and you can put that under the foot of your reel, and then it tightens it up tighter, and it won't rotate at all. Or
Oh, that's nice.
That's a great idea.
they're pretty handy.
Great idea. Now that's the kind of stuff that will continue to set you apart from the rest of the field.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and that's just being honest with you, because I've not heard that from anybody else.
Yeah, we had some guys saying that certain reels were kind of twisting, because if you look at the reel seats, the gap where the foot goes in is much bigger than the foot than the foot on the reels. So even if you tightened it, they'd still kind of twist a little bit.
I was going to say, I don't know how many times I've went to put them on, and you got to adjust your rubber band or whatever that you have underneath it, because that reel just shakes no matter how tight you got it. So, trying to find that sweet spot, that's
gets
nice.
rid of all that. So
That's great. Great idea. Let's do the
Ready to take a look at the fish?
let's
Yes,
take
look
a
at the
look
fish.
at the board.
There we go.
All right, guys, it's time once again to take a look at the Catfish Weekly Bragging Board. This covers through the week of August the 14th, 2023. Up first, we have Austin with a 23.34 pound new personal best blue cat. He caught that fish while fishing with Danny Stone Outdoors. Congratulations, Austin. Excellent fish. Next up, we have Jeff with a 36.5 pound blue catfish caught in the Chesapeake Bay. That is also a new personal best for Jeff. Congratulations, buddy. Catfish Weekly co-host Chadwick Fields with a pair of twin catfish. This was submitted by another user. Congratulations, Chad. I don't know which is happier, Chad or the fish. Miss Betty Cross with a 4.4 pound bass and a nearly 2 pound bluegill she caught recently. Congratulations, sis. Those are both excellent fish. And not to be outdone, Brandon Cross with a 6.5 pound sawguy. Great fish, Brandon. Pontoon Jody sent in a couple pictures. David Hughes with a 46 pound blue catfish, new personal best. And Miss Jody herself with a 35 pound blue, making it look easy out there on the Tennessee River. Congratulations, those are great fish. Don't forget that you too can be featured on the Catfish Weekly Bragging Board. To be eligible, the fish needs to have been caught within the past 14 days. We accept pictures of any species of fish. We'll put them all on the bragging board for you. To get them on there, all you need to do is send the information shown on your screen, and as well as a picture of the fish, to pics@theweekendangler.com. We'll get them put on the Catfish Weekly Bragging Board for you. Thank you all for watching. Have a great week.
Great job, everybody. It was some nice fish, even
Very
yours. And excellent job putting that together, Josh.
And Chad, I did not. I actually got that picture you sent to me.
Hey, you
That
can
was
tell
good.
I had a great night that night. I don't care.
Happy fish.
several flatheads, several.
You got a flathead. You got a show for
I got
flathead.
the double up. I got one of each. You know, the monsters.
Yeah.
You know, and you never notice that every fish that Jody ever catches, it looks like it's smiling because it knows that she's not going to take it home and cook it because you can't do that. But anyway. Anyway.
Oh wow.
PJ, you've been an awesome guest tonight, buddy.
You have.
Glad you came on, man.
Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it very, very much. You're welcome back anytime.
I appreciate it.
These are their cackling. I can't stop. Anyway.
Anything that you need, if we can help you by allowing you to post your stuff on Catfish Weekly on our Facebook page or anything, feel free to do so, and we'll make sure it gets approved.
I appreciate it. If I can ever help you guys with anything, reach out. I'm always available.
Well, that's awesome.
Right.
We thank you.
I'll be hitting you up in the next day or so. Then thanks, appreciate you, buddy. Bye.
All right.
Don't forget, everybody, that Mark from Catfish and Crappie will not be having a show tonight, and unless that's changed, the last I knew that he still was having internet issues, and he will not be live tonight.
Right. Besides that, we'll see you Wednesday night over on Panfish Nation. Thursday night, we'll see you over on my channel, Fields of the Water, for the bait shop. Josh, you be going live at all?
I might go live Friday night, depending on the weather. So,
okay.
If you haven't hit the thumbs up, please do so before we end the show.
Look,
these are no home internet.
These already on your website.
Buy it all. Just buy it.
Just,
I already know what she's looking at. She's looking at multi-bars that we can't afford right yet.
Multi-bars
anyway. Oh, I know they are.
One.
But anyway, have a great week, everybody.
Yep.
Thanks for watching.